It's list time again, and today I'll be sharing with you 5 of my favorite scents in shaving for the winter, coming right up. Hello and welcome back to the Lather Hug channel. I'm your host John, and today we're talking seasonal lists once again, and we're covering winter this time around. Although it's going to be a little different for everyone, these are 5 scents of mine that I really enjoy to kind of put me in the mood for the winter season. Typically, notes like leather, tobacco, oud. Whether or not you choose scents according to the season, these are still 5 scents I greatly enjoy, so keep watching for some recommendations. Before we continue, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the video if you're enjoying what you're watching. Doing so is an easy way to help support and grow the channel. Just a quick note that the following scents are in no particular order, so let's get to the list. First up, we have a collaboration between Murphy and McNeil, Chicano Design, and John Perry, and that is Barbershop de los Muertos. Barbershop de los Muertos is a clone dupe of Amouage Jubilation 25. Let's take a sniff off the tub here. That is a really intoxicating scent. This has been described as a dark barbershop. It definitely has those clean vibes, but due to some spices and other notes, it makes it very unique. As I mentioned, it's kind of a bit of a darker vibe, kind of better for the cooler weather. This dupe of the scent is actually quite close, especially in the aftershave, more so than the shaving soap. If you're a fan of the barbershop genre at all, but you're looking for a different take on it, again, something maybe a little out of the box, a little more exotic, I would highly recommend this one. The initial run of Barbershop de los Muertos is featured in Murphy McNeil's stellar Kodiak base, so let that be a reason to give it a try. Even if the future runs of this scent are not in the Kodiak base, I still say it's worth a shot. So again, that was Barbershop de los Muertos by Murphy and McNeil. The next soap we're talking about is GLOGG by West Coast Shaving. The scent on this one is based on mulled wine, which is often enjoyed in the winter, so it's kind of no surprise that we'll find this one on the list. Let's screw off the top and take a sniff on the tub. Yeah, so there's a dark, rich, earthy aroma that's kind of characteristic of red wine. This scent leans on the darker side as well, and it's a gourmand or a food-based scent, but it's got some very nice complexity to it. Besides that red wine vibe, you got the spices, but I would say some woodiness is present as well, and some smokiness. The official scent notes on this one include red grape, blackcurrant, plum, cassis, coumarin, tobacco, oud, and musk. I would say GLOGG is a bit under the radar. You don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but I think this is a really unique scent. There's not too many red wine based scents anyway. On top of that, mulled wine is definitely something I think of for holiday parties, get-togethers, year-end, New Year's kind of stuff. Because I have those associations with mulled wine in general, it kind of brings me to a happy place. This one is rounded out by a really solid soap base, the Duck Fat base by Oleo Soapworks. So if this sounds interesting at all to you, if you are a mulled wine, even just a red wine enthusiast, definitely give this one a try. Next up, we have a very polarizing entry, and that is Leviathan by Barrister and Mann. So Leviathan features the notes of leather, cedar, sandalwood, and coffee. As I found with quite a few of Barrister and Mann's scents, this one's extremely polarizing. There's people who absolutely love this scent, and there's people who hate it. So let's take a sniff off the tub here. Personally, I think it's a wonderful blend. Coffee is kind of the dominant note that I get, and it's quickly followed by sandalwood and cedar, so kind of that woody base. As for leather, that's probably the faintest of the 4 scent notes, but it's definitely there. I think for lovers of black coffee, people who want a coffee scent that doesn't have a sugary sweetness or creaminess to it, this could be a contender. However, I would say this is definitely not a gourmand scent. That coffee, the black coffee note rather, is paired so well with these other notes. It's a really unique creation. Yeah, there's just the combination of notes makes me think of freshly roasted coffee beans, even more so than a brewed cup of coffee. Words that come to mind are definitely dark, mysterious, and unique. So that one again was Leviathan by Barrister and Mann. We're getting close to the end of the list. This next entry is probably my favorite release from this artisan, First Line Shave, and that is Fallout. Fallout is a cologne dupe of Yves Saint Laurent's Tuxedo, a really nice formal scent, perfect for the evening. Although there are too many notes to list, it's a quite complex blend. I would say what stands out really are the notes of patchouli and vanilla. And what's really funny is patchouli is usually, at least as an isolated note, is not a favorite of mine by any means, but I've come across quite a few, this year in particular, of colognes that use patchouli very, very well. I feel like when my nose likes it, it is used in a way that really is complementary. There's other notes like floral notes, citrus notes, and spices, and that combination is just intoxicating. Much like its namesake of Tuxedo, the scent for Fallout is very elegant. It makes me think of a romantic night out, honestly, and definitely, you know, this is one that I picked up the eau de parfum of as well. This is another polarizing one, mind you, but if you can get your hands on a sample first, give it a go. You know, again, patchouli is not normally a note that I seek, but I love it in this scent. So yeah, again, that is First Line Shave, Fallout. And finally, last but not least, we have Declaration Grooming, Opulence. So let this year's list be proof that I'm not a hater of cologne dupes, of frag dupes, because Opulence is a wonderful interpretation of Parfums de Marly Layton. This one is just such an easy to like scent for both men and women. I think this one will be a great date night scent, but really it can hold its own as just an anytime scent as well. The notes that stick out to me in this one are apple and sandalwood. And there's actually a little bit of overlap as far as Opulence and the previous entry, Fallout, especially the fact that both scents use patchouli and vanilla. Opulence is just really easy to like. If you are looking just to try a Declaration Grooming soap, this is probably one I would steer you towards. And I think it's one that once you smell, you just want to keep coming back to it again and again. So again, the last entry on the list was Opulence by Declaration Grooming. And so that completes the list for today. Did I miss any of your favorites? If so, let me know in the comments below whether you want to mention one soap, whether you want to share your whole list. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I do hope at least one of the entries in this list was interesting to you. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.